The Demon Deacons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Virginia Tech's offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Back to throw, it's Drones. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Demon Deacons offense will go to work for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
And this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you've got to get him on the ground. You've got to find a way to corral and slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Takes the handoff. It's Claiborne. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Claiborne. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Puts it out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Mays. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Demon Deacons pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here's the handoff. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because the body blow is fun.
We know this guy's not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job moving it.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grab near the marker, it's Barnes. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Demon Deacons have moved it inside the 20. Trying to run, it's Claiborne. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Let's go! From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Wake! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Maurice. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Leaves it with the back. There we go! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
What a nice run, showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here, and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth, and he got to do a vertical leap contest with Pollard. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong, and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Groves. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. A great catch and on for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's good. It's Mays. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Finds a man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. Sends it back in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. He almost punched it
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball.
That's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's off for the first down. A nice pickup there.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kick is in the air. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Leaves it with the running back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. See how the D reacts. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Mays. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry up. Might be calling a hot route. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Mays. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Demon Deacons are on the move.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Tight end now in motion. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. What's that? Nowhere to go. The ball goes. Defense trying to take it back. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Lost the throw on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
They're working that left side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll leave it with him. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's just a field goal just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's got the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit.
Number 95, on to kick it away.
Secures it at the 30. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they put it in play. They'll break up this drive from the 30-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. It's Mays. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. And the Demon Deacons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the front. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The offense will quickly use a timeout. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Demon Deacons send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Coach. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
James now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Drones. Quickly to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, I know it's seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Slips away. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Third down play from the gun. Under fire. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the misconnection, it's second down. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Nice pickup on the return, and more important, they got the takeaway and now they're invisible.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, you've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This field position better than you could ever hope for. First and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with a run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front, too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner can find no daylight. He goes down. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Mays. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Demon Deacons want to move quickly. They'll run it from the gun. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Demon Deacons with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and trying to stay on the field.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Finds the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next one.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can put those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the run, it's Carter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Demon Deacons coming to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and now he goes at the 33. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And it's no to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Back to throw, it's Drones. Dumps it off in the flat. Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. The short hands. It's Bennett. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to...
You run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job they get it to the running back. Look at the blocks out in front, everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, looking for a man. He gets it in for the two, and now he's field goal and tied. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. He'll start this drive firing. Pulls it in. It's marked. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments. Gonna swing it on second down. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time. Go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Drones. Close to the marker, it's Greene. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all the tools. When you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Hokies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision a quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get home.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Loss of 4.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to throw. It's Drones. Quick completion on the outbound.
At the 25-yard line.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And for the 2nd time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Absolutely perfect. And it's a deadlock here in the 4th quarter after the field goal.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on when you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Demon Deacons have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 45 on its way. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
the gun, the Gam looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Part in the backfield, it's Carney. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. Running to Greene. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Shoots it to the left. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 7 over Utah State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Back to pass, it's Drones. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Man, we're seeing the tight end use more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Greene. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spot.
Here we go. Gets away from one, finds room. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Got it in the middle. It's Vic. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field, field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs. You're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Looking to throw, it's Drones. Caught behind the line, it's Bennett. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
At the 19-yard line.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you have.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. And you want that clock to run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out, you've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.